Sophie, it looks like you haven't sent me money for this month. What on earth is happening? You promised to send me $1,000 on the 15th of every month. Don't tell me you forgot. Damn it. I'm taking care of your little sister who I don't particularly love for just $1,000. You want me to kick her out of the house? Please, don't do that. Then, send me the money like you told me to do. Ashley, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to transfer the money tomorrow. I wasn't feeling well today, and I took paid leave. I slept all day. What? That doesn't mean you can't transfer the money. It only takes a few minutes. Do you understand your position? Of course I do. I am so grateful that you remarried my father and became a mother to me and my sister. When my father passed away 3 years ago, I was already working and living alone. So you have been taking care of my sister for me. You also take care of the house that my father left for us. I can't thank you enough. That's right. From now on, no matter what happens, you must transfer the money on time. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. This month, since you missed the deadline, you must transfer $2,000 as a penalty. Got it? What? $2,000? If I pay that much, I'll have almost nothing left, and I won't even be able to pay my rent. Oh? Are you going against me despite being at fault? Aren't you worried what would happen to Kathy? Oh no. Please don't harm Kathy. Actually, I've told you many times before. If you hate us so much, I'll take care of Kathy. Huh? What a joke. You've only just started working, and how are you going to support your sister? Are you willing to put her through a tough time? Well, if you keep harping on about it, I'm seriously going to have to stop you. Apologize to me right now for what you said to me. Ashley, I'm really sorry for talking so cheekily to you. You should have said so honestly from the beginning. You and your sister are so obtuse and cocky. It's disgusting. My daughter, Julia, on the other hand, is very reasonable and cute. You should learn a little from her. And Julia, unlike you guys, is a brilliant girl. She succeeded in passing the entrance exam and is now going to a prestigious private school. You know Windsor Academy, right? It's a college prep school, so I'm in good hands now. I think it's great that Julia passed the entrance exam. But, are you going to send her to a private school from junior high school? Yes. You have a problem with that? No offense, but are you sure you can afford the tuition? Oh, I have nothing to worry about. I found Kathy's bank book in her desk drawer, so I looked at it. I was surprised to see that there was a lot more money in there than I expected. Kathy doesn't need that much money, and I'm thinking of using that money for Julia's tuition. What? Please don't. My father made that money for Kathy. Because he knew if Kathy's going to college in the future, she's going to have to pay for it. My father worked hard to save the money for her. Then, why don't Kathy just not go to college? Unlike my Julia, she's not very good at studying anyway. It's a waste of money, isn't it? Then Julia should use that money. Ashley, that's not good. The deposit is in Kathy's name. Even if you're her stepmother, you're not allowed to spend that money without permission. Then you should earn money for Julia's tuition. From now on, you must send $2,000 every month. Is that clear? If you send me $2,000 every month without missing the due date, I will not touch Kathy's money. But if you are late even for 1 day, I will immediately withdraw her money. Understood? No way. I've only been with the company for 2 years and I don't make that much money. I can't afford to send $2,000 every month. Huh? You're really an idiot, aren't you? If you can't make money at your current job, you should change your job or increase your working hours. Can't you even understand that? Perhaps working at a nightclub would be a quick way to make money. You're not very pretty, but you're young. You can work as a server or something. Do you want me to find you a job? I'll take care of it myself. I can manage on my own. Okay, then stop complaining and send me $2,000 every month starting tomorrow. Understood? I understand. Hey Sophie, I'm going out with my friends. I want some new clothes. I told my mom I needed clothes and she said I should ask you for them. Can you wire me $300? What? Julia, I don't know if your mother told you this, but I send her $2,000 every month. That's a lot of money. Sending you $300 on top of that is just not possible. What? You think you can stand against me? Unlike you, I'm an excellent student. I got into a famous school and I have a promising future. I'm not like you, a high school dropout. Julia, you can't talk to me like that. When I was in high school, my father got sick. I decided to support him and that's why I dropped out of school. Don't give me excuses. You didn't even have the brains to get into college anyway, and blaming it on your dead father is disgusting. That's not what I'm doing. Besides, I think you should be more grateful to me for taking care of that girl. You mean Kathy? That's right. I'm the only child of Mommy, you know. But Mom's so kind that she doesn't kick Kathy out since Kathy's parents are gone. You should be more grateful. Well, you call Kathy that girl. It doesn't sound like you're taking good care of her. Besides, Kathy's older than you, so it's not like she needs to be taken care of by you. Oh, shut up. She is such a failure. She goes to mediocre public school and I go to prestigious private school. We live in a totally different world. It's not like you're a failure if you don't go to prestigious private school. There are many people who are doing well in public schools too. Shut up already. You sisters really irritate me when I talk to you. I told you to shut up. All you have to do is shut up and wire me $300. I'll be mean to that girl if you don't. Oh no. If you don't want that, just send the money. Okay, I'll transfer the money first thing tomorrow morning. Sophie, this month's money hasn't been transferred again. What on earth are you doing? I've been telling you for a long time that you must meet deadlines. Have you forgotten how much you owe me for bringing you up? As punishment for being late again, send me an extra $1,000. I don't owe you anything. You're earning my resentment instead. Excuse me? Do you know what's going to happen to you for talking so cheekily? You don't care what happens to Kathy? You and your daughter? You took Kathy like a hostage, threatening me, begging for money. Do you have any shame? Begging? I'm just getting the money I need to raise your sister. No. Kathy is attending college on a scholarship. She pays for everything she needs with her part-time job. The only money Kathy is costing you is at most money for food and utilities, isn't it? It shouldn't cost $2,000. Ugh, I am so mad. Sophie, aren't you worried about your sister? I really feel sorry for Kathy. You don't even know how to talk to your superiors. Kathy's being punished for having a bratty sister like you. Kathy will never go back to that house again. What? She's going to live in the new house I bought for her. Huh? You bought a house? Of course it's impossible with the money you've been sending me and your cheap salary. Don't be so silly. Actually, I'm going to get $300,000 very soon. Huh? And you will no longer be able to live in that house. So, please leave now. What? What do you mean? You still don't understand? I put the house you guys are living in on the market and it sold for $300,000. Please leave by the end of this week. What? You put my house on the market? That can't be allowed. What are you talking about? That house is mine. I inherited from my father. It's my house. That's not possible. How is it possible for a brat like you to inherit a house? You might think I'm a brat, but my father loved us so much. Besides, you inherited a large deposit, didn't you? And you think you inherited the house too? Such an audacity. Did you know that a house is subject to property tax? Have you ever paid property tax? No, right? Because I paid them. Well, I've never paid them, but we're the ones who are living in the house. You can't just sell it without our permission. No. I've let you live there for free for all this time. You should be thanking me. You were saying, I'm raising Kathy, so you should be grateful. Well, I've never asked you to do that, and moreover, you're living in my house for free. What? It's true that I raised her. Kathy told me everything. The cooking, the laundry, even the cleaning. You put all the responsibility on Kathy alone. I heard that you and Julia never helped with any of it. On top of that, even though I told you not to do it, you took the money my father left for Kathy and used it without permission. Now, how can you say that you raised her? It costs money for Julia. It can't be helped. Then it should cost Kathy money too, right? They're the same age, you know. It's only natural that the child related by blood is more beloved than the stepdaughter. A little favoritism is something that can't be helped. A little? You think it's little? Oh, how can you say that? Well, I got Kathy's money back. What? What do you mean? You didn't realize it yet, huh? I knew you didn't care much about it. What are you talking about? I sold your designer bags, accessories, and clothes. Then I got about the same amount as Kathy's deposit that was stolen by you. Kathy is a smart girl, so she seized an opportunity to sell your stuff little by little. What? Doing that without my permission? It's a crime! What is? All of your stuff were bought with the money I sent you, right? What's wrong with taking back my money? And if you call it a crime, then what about you? I think it's more of a crime to withdraw Kathy's money and use it without her permission, don't you think? I've been preparing for 5 years to get back at you. get back at me? I think I've only been late once before in sending you money. Do you remember that time? How could I remember something that happened 5 years ago? The perpetrator doesn't remember, does she? What? I'm the perpetrator? Who else could it be? Of course it's you. I always remember this time. I told you I wasn't feeling well. I was just 1 day late in sending money to you. I was still under 18 years of age and making a little money, and you demanded that I send you $2,000, double the usual amount. I will never forget that. From that time on, I wanted to be a full-fledged person. I've decided to earn a lot of money and protect Kathy. I worked hard all my life to get back at you. I've achieved a certification and changed jobs. Now, I earn about 3 times as much as I did back then. While working hard, I was also looking for a buyer for my parents' house. I was really busy every day, and before I knew it, 5 years had passed. I know I gave Kathy a hard time. From now on, I will protect her. Up until now, you've been dependent on my remittances and Kathy's housework. I'm sure you've been living a comfortable life relying on us. How are you going to live from now on? You don't have a house, you don't have a job, and I'm no longer sending you money. I'm sure you'll be living in poverty all at once. Oh no, I'm relying on you to send me money. So I barely have any savings. Hey, tell me where you're moving to. Your new place is beautiful, isn't it? Julia and I will live there too. Let's all live together as a happy family. A happy family? What a joke. You never once thought of me and Kathy as a family. You're just going to depend on my money again. And you're just trying to get Kathy to do the housework again, aren't you? It's so obvious. That's not true. From now on, Julia and I will both do our chores properly. I'll even find a job, so please. I haven't worked for decades, so I don't think I can suddenly find a job. If we didn't have a place to live on top of that, we wouldn't be able to make a living. So what? It has nothing to do with us, does it? We're not family. We're strangers. Oh no. Don't say coldly that we are not family, or that we are strangers. I am your mother, and Julia is your pretty little sister. Can you not act like a mother just at a time like this? My mother is in heaven. She's my only mother. Even Julia is copying you, insulting us, begging us for money. How can I think of such a person as my sister? You've been holding Kathy hostage and threatening me. I will never forgive you. I'm really sorry. I apologize for everything I've done. Will you please forgive me? Ashley, you're too old to think you can get forgiveness just by apologizing. You're taking the world too lightly. Oh, by the way, about your beloved Julia. She's not the nice girl you think she is. Huh? She's a repeat shoplifter. My Julia? That can't be true. Don't talk nonsense. Let's see if you believe me when you see this. Sending a video. Oh no, Julia! It was Kathy who noticed. It was also Kathy who took the video. Julia probably thinks she wouldn't get caught, so she keeps shoplifting. Kathy saw it 3 times and took the video, so who knows how often Julia's been doing this. I'll send the videos to Julia's school. You went to the trouble of paying high tuition to send her to a private school in order to get her into college. But too bad, Julia will probably be expelled from school. Her school is famous for its strict rules. Well, It's a good thing, isn't it? You're going to have to live in poverty from now on. You can't afford to send Julia to college.
Why are you going this far? It's just too much.
I told you, I've been preparing for a long time to get back at you. Besides, you treated us like slaves. How can you say something like this is too much? I told you I would never forgive you, didn't I?
I'm sorry, I really am. Please don't do this.
If you would never try to do anything to us, then we will never contact you again. But if you try to get close to us or harass us in any way, we will pay you back double or more. Just keep that in mind.
I understand. We won't come near you anymore, and we won't do anything to you. So please, forgive me.
Did you hear what I said? I will never forgive you. Well then, goodbye. Julia was eventually kicked out from her school. She lost money and a place to live, and eventually left her mother without hesitation. She disappeared, and no one knows where she went. Ashley, who had been unemployed for a long time and had no savings, could not afford to rent a house, of course. So she got a live-in job at a hotel. She is being yelled at every day, but she manages to get by. How did I know about this? My friend's family told me that they were surprised to see my mother working there. My friend showed me the picture she took of Ashley. Ashley had a careworn look, and I couldn't recognize her for a moment. As for me, I live happily with Kathy every day. Of course, we cooperate with each other in housework, and we will continue to support each other.